on your screens, the first rates coming up, and we'll then sort of focus on individual stocks because there's earnings reactions and all those tax issues, etc. So 25,000 plus on the Nifty is what you have, and we are at a fresh all-time high, of course, and a important psychological level has been crossed for the market. So that is the big number which is flashing on the screen, and so many milestones over the last 2 years. I mean, milestone after milestone, and you know, it's coming in fast as we've kind of highlighted for a while now. So you know, last year we left off at I think what, about 22,000, and this year we're at 25,000. So, and this is just half a year done. That's the ferocity of the move that we've seen. The best performing market in 2024, one of the best performing markets in 2023, the best performing market in 2022. I could go on and on, but it's a big one this morning. The Sensex is up about 81,940. You got the Bank Nifty, which is starting about 0.4% higher as well. But we've got lots of stocks to track, so let's get to it.
You know, when the Nifty hit 24,000, it was the 27th of June, you know, just a month back. Nigel and I missed it because instead of watching the shares, we were watching the shares in the jungles. But that's on a lighter note. Here we are, both of us here this morning as 25,000, another milestone conquered by the bulls as they continue to charge down the streets. A big morning today coming through. Okay, stocks. Maruti is still continuing its great form from yesterday after the good numbers coming through. A lot of metal names are looking good. Hindalco, JSW Steel, 2.5% higher. Coal India's numbers are being very well received by the market. There's also ONGC. So basically, a lot of commodities in the mix looking good this morning. Tata Motors will be reporting numbers today. That stocks are very well poised in anticipation of a decent show. Bajaj Auto came out with the monthly sales numbers. The numbers look good. Stocks up about 1.5%. Tata Steel is also reacting positively. Despite that hangover of a potential tax demand, a large one, 17,000 crores. For now, the stock is sticking to numbers and reacting about 1% on the upside. The Bank Nifty is not playing too much of a spoil sport today. That's good news for the bulls. So a lot of names like SBI, IndusInd Bank on the upside as we start off with. Let's look at the downside. Now, even on Infosys, the reaction is about 1% lower. Let's see how this tax demand plays out. That stock's down, but it hasn't taken down the rest of the pack with it. Infosys is the only one that's negative. M&M is still looking at profit taking after the numbers. And Hero Moto is the other one. That's down about 1.5%. But a good morning, 25,040 on the screen.
Well, it can't be a subdued celebration. 25,000, guys. You know, that's something that we have been looking forward to. And 25,000 it is. We talk about the Nifty moving to 1 lakh odd. At least we are happy to be here at around 25,000 on the Nifty. So a fourth of that journey is what's been completed in terms of the Nifty. And big moves today. You know, Maruti, that's driving away up 3.5%. Tata Steel, well, that's opened up in the green, but actually it's underperforming the metal pack. You have Vedanta that's up, Hindustan Copper that's corrected from more than 400 rupees to around 310 rupees. People stopped talking about that, actually, the entire big copper rally that we saw. Stock is corrected 25% from the recent peak, but today as well, that's participating in the up move. And since crude prices popped up, you have ONGC as well as Oil India. Both of them are doing very well in trade. So metals as well as oil and gas stocks, well, they are doing well in trade. We had some news flow coming in on Amara Raja in pre-open, I think. So that stock, in fact, is up close to around 2%. Vedanta is moving ahead with that demerger plan. The street likes it, so that stock is doing quite well. Birlasoft yesterday was under pressure. Today as well is down close to 100%. The numbers very disappointing. We get to the chat with the management in a bit. And Siemens as well. Siemens down close to around 2% odd. But 25,000, guys, we're waiting for this mark. And here it is. Thursday morning, weekly expiry day on the Nifty. The Nifty says, let's party. We like what the Fed said.
You know, I was just looking at the past numbers, 2000 and the horrible COVID year, right? I mean, we left off at 14,000. So, you know, you just sort of, you can reminisce and you can look at where you were and what prices were. And but that's what markets have done. They've belied all, or rather beaten all expectations, even the most optimistic expectations. They continue to move higher. And it's not just, you should not look at this in isolation. The fact is that, you know, at least for the last 3 years now, and maybe 2024 as well, the way it's panning out so far, we've kind of outperformed every other market. So that is quite something, I mean, which stands out.